A lot of people that think they're too smart for their own good. And when I say that, it's like people will try to extract as much value from you as possible, thinking they're smarter than you, thinking they're more clever than you. And the thing is, highly intelligent, highly successful, high value people, we know that you're trying to get one up on us. And you're pretending to be friendly with us so you can extend your time in our presence. So I might have a free consultation call and somebody's treating it as a free coaching session and they think I don't realize it. So I get off the call and I block them. You've completely burned the bridge. I don't want you in my presence because you're a parasite.
And, on the flip side, because you guys know I'm pretty gender neutral, this goes for men too. If a man is a valuable man who's working towards building his life and creating his empire, your looks and sex is not necessarily enough. He may have certain characteristics and certain traits that he wants the woman that he's going to be building a life with to have. It goes both ways. Anybody that considers yourself a valuable person and you do provide something of value should not be giving that away without it being in, a balanced exchange, okay? There is no trophy for getting used. I think I've told you guys this before. If you think you're going to get some type of trophy for allowing people to use and discard you, unfortunately, you're not going to receive that. Before you try and get over a highly intelligent individual, I'm going to need you to think twice. Shouts to him for blocking her. She's a blood-sucking leech, right? Highly intelligent people, highly gifted and highly talented people, especially entrepreneurs, we have a keen eye to tell when somebody is covertly trying to extract our value from us for free. We can tell when you're trying to weasel your way into draining our value from us in a covert manner. And what that does is that tells us that you're selfish as a person. What I've learned is many people, the things that they do is a reflection of who they are as an individual. So when somebody is trying to extract value from somebody for free, that tells the person that you're trying to extract the value from that you're the type of individual that you like to spread people thin. It tells the person that you are the type of person that you like to get over on people. And you're probably a narcissistic sociopath too, because you're desiring to take something from someone that you're not due. And sometimes people do this energetically. They do this energetically. This is why I tell women too that are dating. If you're dating a guy and within the first 3 days, he's trying to pour out his traumas to you, what he's trying to do is use your feminine energy without actually being in a committed relationship with you where he can reciprocate in some way, whether it's emotionally or monetarily, what he's trying to extract from you. So he's covertly trying to get that warmth, that empathy, that balance, that support from the feminine energy, from the feminine essence, from the divine feminine. He's trying to access it covertly in the early stages without providing anything of value for that. And women have a lot of value for the men who are saying, oh, well, if she's asking me to give her money and she's asking me for money, she's just with me. She's just with me. She's just sleeping with me. So what? Anybody could sleep with me. She's just a woman. What does she got to put on the table for me? Sir? What clubs pull in the most money? Clubs with male dancers or club with women dancers? Are men and women going to pay money to go watch a man dance? Or are both men and women going to pay money to go to a club where a woman is lighting up the room with her beautiful divine feminine essence? Which club is going to pull in the most? So for all the people that are just saying that the women have really no value or all this stuff, people are paying to just watch women dance. People pay just to have phone conversations with women by the hour. People are not paying to have phone conversations with men and hear a man's sexy voice on the other side of the phone. People are not paying for that. So a woman's value, in my opinion, is her essence. And the additions after that will be her intelligence, her loyalty, her friendliness, the way that she's able to think correctly, the way that she's able to inspire you to do better, the way she's able to inspire your ideals and add a twist to it. That's different. That's different. But please don't start that. And, on the flip side, because you guys know I'm pretty gender neutral, this goes for men too. If a man is a valuable man who's working towards building his life and creating his empire, your looks and sex is not necessarily enough. He may have certain characteristics and certain traits that he wants the woman that he's going to be building a life with to have. It goes both ways. Anybody that considers yourself a valuable person and you do provide something of value should not be giving that away without it being in, a balanced exchange. Okay. There is no trophy for getting used. I think I've told you guys this before. If you think you're going to get some type of trophy for allowing people to use and discard you, unfortunately, you're not going to receive that. Okay, don't start that. So when you're giving your value away and you're not guarding your value and you're giving it away to a blood-sucking leech, whether that's a client or a friend or a family, friends do the same thing when they want you to give them all this wonderful advice. And then once you give them the advice on their relationship situation, they forget about you for a couple of months. And now when things with her and the guy or him and the woman are not going well, now all of a sudden they want to go out for dinner. This is what I mean when I say it's very difficult for women to build solid friendships because of the way that they use their girlfriends in a very parasitic manner where, all of a sudden you want to go out and have mimosas because you want to talk my ear off about what this man is doing to you, which means you don't value friendship at all. You don't value the person that's your friend. You value the way that they're able to boost you up and make you feel better emotionally. And once you do, you throw the friend out. So how does that make you different from the man that's doing the same thing to you? Take advantage is always expecting what they don't, always expecting for people to give what they want without working for it. I stay away from people like that because that tells me that you're a low value person. And the higher you go up the ladder, when you're dealing with highly intellectual people, highly gifted people, highly talented people, they're going to cut you off when you start to show that you're a parasite in nature. You're a parasite in nature. That is why even when I'm doing certain things, I always have to have those rules put in place. There were times where I would have interview calls and people would start treating the interview call like it's a girl chat or a guy chat, where they're making it look like they're coming on the call to interview, but you're really going to try and drop some type of trauma that you're going through. You're going to bring it up in the call and you're going to hope that I'm going to turn the interview call into a therapy session or a girl chat, guy chat, which I won't do. And I will actually block you and not admit you because that shows me that you're a parasite. And one thing I've learned about people who are parasites is they're very emotionally, psychologically, and mentally draining. And when you're a highly intelligent person, highly intellectual, or highly intuitive, you will be able to see when somebody is a nasty, blood-sucking parasite leech, okay? And when that person is trying to attach themselves to a person of value so that they can withdraw with that person without giving anything. So you have to guard your value, meaning if you know you're really good at something, you should think twice before you use that thing that you're really good at to just give away and having people use it. This is what happens a lot in the workplace. You're working 10 times harder than all of your colleagues, and your boss knows that and still refuses to promote you. Instead, he's now having you train people. I guard my value. I always tell people, don't send me a paragraph in my email. I'm not going to respond to it. If you want to speak to me, that's a chat. Don't send me 15 paragraphs. I think that's rude. One, that's very, very, very rude, by the way. to invade someone's energy and send them, 15 pages worth of issue that you're going through, knowing that they have chat services, but you just expect that person to just give you value just like that. And as you go up the ladder and you're dealing with highly intelligent people and you're dealing with people that are highly talented, once you start to show signs of being a parasite, you are going to be removed from that individual's environment. I believe in life there's levels. Just like the Meek Mill song, there's levels to this ish, right? But people who are not living and the stone cold truth of reality don't know that there are levels to life. And when you're around top dogs, top achievers, high achievers, people who have their footing in the world, people who worked hard for where they are, and you think that you're going to come into their environment and turn into a blood-sucking leech, you are going to be put out of the environment much quicker than you got in. Because the people that are in that environment are on a certain frequency. They have a certain spirit on them. They have a spirit of structure. They have a spirit of resilience. They have a spirit of ambition. They have a spirit of passion. They have a spirit of resilience. You have the spirit of a blood-sucking leech. So you're trying to come into these environments of people, trying to feed off of them without presenting anything of value. And this is something that I'm always telling men and women is the world does not owe you anything. And the sooner you understand that, the more you will get rid of those parasite behaviors that you may have within you. People of value guard their value because it took them a long time to cultivate. It took them a long time to cultivate that value that you see that they have. And what they're not going to do is allow you to feed off of their value. They are going to guard it. A lot of women don't guard their value in dating and in relationships. You are such a valuable woman, but you're giving this man the opportunity to suck you dry without pouring into you, whether it's emotionally, physically, financially. He's not pouring into you, but you're constantly pouring into him. What you're doing is you're not guarding your value. You have value, but you're not guarding it. And I think many of you guys have to start putting those boundaries in place where you are guarding your value from people and you are cutting people off who are parasites in nature. Some people, they are natural users. They're parasites. They take advantage of people. They always want more. They're always moving the goalposts. The minute I start to see that type of behavior in a person, I'm going to cut you off. You're a parasite. You're most likely lazy. People who are parasites in nature are also very lazy. They don't know how to work hard for what they want. So what they do is they try to feed off of people that do. You cannot take down control freaks, Jezebels, and Leviathans if you don't have respect and boundaries. Respect and boundaries part 2. All of us in life have our own individual power. The problem is when you give that away by being a habitual people pleaser. And respect and boundaries part 2, we will be doing a deeper dive into how to respect yourself and how to also ensure that the people around you are giving you the same respect that you also give yourself. In addition to that, we have Defeat Jezebel and Leviathan on June 29th, following the Respect and Boundaries Part 2. In order to deal with lower level controlling entities, you need to know how to spot them within individuals and know how to navigate them. In other words, vampires, sociopaths, narcissists all fall under the Jezebel and Leviathan umbrella. In this class, I'm going to teach you how to spot people who have these entities operating in them, how to respond to them, and how to protect yourself from them on a both spiritual and physical level. You guys do not want to miss these master classes. Very, very important.